When we talk about infrastructure, we usually talk about big numbers, multi-year contracts, and massive repair costs. But there is another cost, a cost that we don't often talk about, and that is the cost of silence. When our roads deteriorate because of cracks, and when we ignore them, and the cracks build up into potholes, and they affect the quality of our lives, and cause damage to our vehicles, that cost is something that's completely ignored. Cities start to lose money, vehicles get damaged, we lose sustainability and public trust, and it all happens quietly with no headlines. So the question here is, what does road neglect really cost us? And why do minor issues on the road, when left alone to themselves, build up into much bigger infrastructure issues? And how can the cities avoid that slow, quiet spiral that eats into their budgets? There are three types of costs that are incurred when the silent treatment takes front stage. The first is the financial cost, slow but certain. A crack that might not seem like much, in no time at all, can turn into a pothole or an infrastructure nightmare that would require closure of the roadways and resurfacing of the entire road. That crack, if not caught and repaired earlier on, can turn into multiples of repairs that would cost exponentially more. So delaying a repair does not just delay the cost, but it increases the cost exponentially. The second is the social cost, the frustration of the people who live within the city and the lack of trust of the authorities to be able to do their jobs right. Damaged roads aren't just an inconvenience. They're a signal of mismanagement. They're a signal of not caring enough. To residents, potholes means nobody's watching and nobody's caring. Building trust in authorities is much harder than repaving or managing a road. The third is the environmental cost, our footprint of how much material are we using to conduct repairs and how much carbon are we generating in those activities. Emergency repairs require more machinery, more people, and a huge footprint, and the cost is exponentially more than proactively taking care of a small problem. That means more trucks on the road, more road closures and detours, heavier traffic on smaller roads that weren't built for that type of traffic, and a lot of people working hard overtime in order to fix the failures that could have been avoided. Studies show that reactive road repairs can produce 10 times more carbon and can cost 10 times more compared to proactive road maintenance. Neglect, quite literally, costs more and pollutes more. At PavePal, we exist to help cities prevent these costs and issues before they happen. Our AI-powered algorithms and system detect flaws at very early stages, puts them on a map layer, provides it to city officials so they can plan to fix these before they become big failures. We try to avoid crisis and create actionable data that can help city officials make smart decisions and reduce their costs and carbon footprint in managing their cities. The true cost of neglect isn't just measured in dollars. It's also measured in losing public trust, in environmental impact, and in public frustration. Is your city ready to change from reactive to proactive? If yes, visit us at paypal.ai and ask for a demo to see how we can help you manage your cities better.